In the last quarter, the U.S. economy grew at an annualized rate of just 1.1%, falling short of the expected 2.0% figure. Historically, a growth rate of 2.5 to 3.0% has been considered healthy, highlighting the significant ground we have to make up. The weak growth and high inflation are reminiscent of the economic struggles of the 1970s, but the situation isn't that dire yet. Currently, the misery index, the combination of unemployment and inflation rates, stands at 8.48, significantly lower than the peak of 21.92 in the mid-1980s. However, we cannot be content with a less bad than the Carter era situation. To achieve broad-based prosperity, we need to reverend up America's economic engine. Unfortunately, former Senators Phil Gramm and Pat Toomey argue that President Biden's regulatory deluge is imposing significant costs on the economy, stifling growth and productivity. This is concerning politically because regulators are de facto legislating, a role that should be Congress's domain. Economically, the burdens of regulation drag down growth by increasing the costs of doing business and contributing to an environment of economic uncertainty. Heavy-handed regulations can have long-term effects on productivity, wages, and living standards. Regulations impact aggregate supply, making it more difficult to produce and distribute wealth, leading to a lower sustainable growth rate. Thus, for a given rate of nominal GDP growth, Biden's regulatory onslaught results in lower real GDP growth and higher inflation. Although the inflationary effects should not be overemphasized, as demand-side factors alone would still result in an inflation rate twice the Federal Reserve's official target. To improve the situation, we need to focus on real output for its own sake. Output determines the standard of living, and we cannot consume more than we produce. Unfortunately, with the encouragement of the Biden administration, the administrative state has shackled a ball and chain to the productive sector, making the typical American poorer. To remedy this, we need to unshackle the economy and shackle the administrative state. The executive branch cannot be trusted to curb its ambitions, so we must do it for them to advance the interests of workers and business owners. Subscribe Libertarian Facts.